Hello, my dear viewers and my dear student. Today I'm here to tell you a very simple pathway of carbohydrate metabolism, that is hexose monophosphate shunt. It is visible on my screen also. The synonym of this pathway, that is pentose monophosphate pathway, or it is also known as alternative to glycolysis. We are not read it in detail right now. We just come to this. Fine. This is visible to you. Just tell me, what is it? This is a, what is this? This is a glycolysis. It is a large glucose flux. But at any moment, if this flux is not working, at that moment, this shunt is working. That's why it is known as alternative to oxidation of glucose. When glucose is not oxidized with the help of glycolysis, at that moment, pentose phosphate pathway is working and glucose is getting oxidized. Okay, now this pathway is known as unique multifunction pathway because in this pathway, when we study it, at the moment we came to know how they are related with the any other pathway. Their intermediate, they are used in other cycle, and in this pathway no ATP is utilized or produced directly. Fine. Okay, we will discuss it. After that, we will come to this theory later on. Fine. Okay, just see it once. What is it? It is a glucose oxidation. It started from the glucose 6 phosphate, then 6 phosphogluconate, glucanolactone, then 6 phosphogluconate, and in the last, ribulose is formed. And this cycle is known as, this one, it is known as oxidative. Sorry. This is known as oxidative phase. Fine. This is a oxidative phase. And this is a non-oxidative phase. Fine. When glucose 6 phosphate is converted to 6 phosphoglucanolactone, and with the help of lactonase, 6 phosphogluconate is formed with the help of 6 phosphoglucanodehydrogenase ribulase form. This is a sorry. This is my mistake. So just do understand first why it is known as alternative to glycolysis, because when oxidation is in glycolysis is not occur with the help of glycolysis, in that moment HMP shunt is operating. Fine. It is a oxidative phase. Fine. And it is a non-oxidative phase. It is a non-oxidative. Right. Okay. Now come to the non-oxidative. In the non-oxidative pathway, ribulose is converted to xylulose 5-phosphate with the help of phosphopentose epimerase, and on the other hand, with the help of phosphopentose isomerase, ribose 5-phosphate is formed. Now you can see here I just mentioned with the name only. In the when I discuss in detail, at the moment I will tell you how these precursor they are converted to the intermediate, and in the end how glyceraldehyde, fructose, and the fructose 6 phosphate they are formed. Fine. Now first we discuss oxidative branch, that is the oxidative phase. Okay, this is the oxidative phase when glucose 6 phosphate is converted to 6 phosphoglucanolactone with the help of glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme. Find here NAD positive is converted to NADPH. Fine. This is NAD positive is converted to NADPH, and it is a regulatory enzyme. You can see this is a regulatory enzyme. Here glucose 6 phosphate is converted to 6 phosphoglucanolactone. Fine. And with the help of glucanolactonase, fine, 6 phosphogluconate is formed In that moment, we need to add the water and H positive is removed. Right? 6-phosphogluconate is formed. Right? After that, with the help of 6-phosphogluconate dehydrogenase enzyme, we need to give it NAD positive and NADPH, and carbon dioxide would be used here, and ribulose 5-phosphate will be formed, and it is known as 5 carbon atoms. Fine. And this is all about the oxidative stage. After that, this ribulose, it goes to the non-oxidative reaction. I believe now you understand properly. Fine. We recapitulate again. Glucose 6-phosphate, that is converted to 6-phosphogluconolactone, then 6-phosphogluconate, then ribulose 5-phosphate, and then series of non-oxidative reactions, they are taking place. Fine. In that, you can see here what we do. Carbon dioxide lease, it means this is a C6. If you know, like I mention, whenever you talk about the glucose, you need to mention it is a C6. Fine. From the C6, when you need to remove carbon dioxide, it means remaining will be C5 and ribulose contains C5. Fine. Okay. Now we studied or discussed structure of HMP shunt. Fine. It started from the glucose 6-phosphate, as I mentioned earlier. You can see it again. Please revise it again, or otherwise I recapitulate it again for you. Firstly, glucose 6-phosphate is converted to 6-phosphogluconolactone, then 6-phosphogluconate, then ribulose 5-phosphate, and then non-oxidative series of reaction they are taking place. Fine. Okay. Now come to the first reaction. Glucose 6-phosphate. We know it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a 6. At the 6, there is a phosphate group. That's what's known as glucose 6-phosphate. Fine. With the help of glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme, NAD positive is converted to NADPH and H. Now you can see it means we need to add 2 hydrogen here. Fine. Now where we need to add it? Oh, we are not adding it. I think we are just removing. Sorry, dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase means we need to remove H2. Fine. We need to remove H2. Now you can see from where we need to remove it, from here and here. Fine. And aldehyde is converted to ketose. That's why it is known as lactone. 6-phosphoglucono-gamma-lactone. It means it is a ketose. Fine. After that, we need to do hydration. How we can do the hydration? We know hydrate means water. We need to add the water here. Fine. When we add the water, there is a removal of H positive. You can see here we need to add H2 and H positive will be removed. Fine. Is it okay? I think is it okay? And the cyclic structure is converted to acyclic. This is a cyclic, you can see. Cyclic is converted to acyclic structure. Right? And after that, again, dehydrogenase enzyme is used. And we know here, why we write here glucose 6-phosphate? Because this enzyme is acted upon this. That's what's known as glucose 6-phosphate. Fine. Now, again, dehydrogenase enzyme is working here. And this enzyme is working on this. Simple है. अब मैं आपको हिंदी में भी बता देती हूँ. Like some viewer, they are not quite comfortable in English for that. सबसे पहले क्या हो रहा है, जो ग्लूकोज 6-phosphate है, हमने उसको डिहाइड्रोजनेशन करवानी है. डिहाइड्रोजनेशन मीन क्या होता है? डिहाइड्रेशन मीन हमने क्या करने हैं, जो हाइड्रोजन है उनको हमने रिमूव करवाना है. ठीक है, ग्लूकोज 6-phosphate. जब हम रिमूव करवाएंगे तो जो OH ग्रुप है वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो गया? कीटो में, डबल बॉन्ड हो गया. ठीक है. ग्लूकोज 6 फॉस्फेट है, किसमें कन्वर्ट हो गया 6 फॉस्फोग्लूकेनो लैक्टोन। ठीक है, उसके ऊपर किसने एक्ट किया, लैक्टोनेज। हमें पता है एज का मतलब है एंजाइम, लैक्टोनेज मतलब वे ये वो एंजाइम है जो लैक्टोन पे एक्ट करे। लैक्टोन में एक्ट करके ये क्या कर रहा है, जो साइक्लिक स्ट्रक्चर है उसको ए साइक्लिक में कन्वर्ट कर रहा है। ठीक है, सिंपल है ना। ठीक है, जब ए साइक्लिक में कन्वर्ट हो गया तो इसका नाम क्या है, 6 फॉस्फोग्लूकेनेट। फाइन। इन द एंड अगेन डिहाइड्रोजनेसिस टेक प्लेस हियर। यहाँ पे फिर डिहाइड्रोजनेस एंजाइम है वो वर्क करेगा। जो 6 फॉस्फोग्लूकेनेट है वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो गया, रिबुलोज 5 फॉस्फेट। ठीक है, सिंपल है ना, आराम से हो जाएगा। ठीक है, ये तो क्या हो गया, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द ऑक्सीडेटिव फेज। ठीक है, ऑक्सीडेशन ऐसे होती है। और जो यहाँ आप देखो एक तो रिबुलोज बना और साथ में क्या बना, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बना। तो ये जो यहाँ ये है C6, आप अपने आप देख लो, C6 है, काउंट कर लो, 1 2 3 4 5 6, C6 है। बट ये क्या है, C5, 1 2 3 4 एंड 5। इससे हम क्या कह सकते हैं कि ऑक्सीडेटिव में जो C6 है वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो गया, C5 में। ठीक है, सिंपल। ओके, नाउ कम टू द नेक्स्ट। दिस इज सेम, like here we why I take it again, here I mention the name of enzyme. Here dehydrogenase enzyme is working and it is known as regulator enzyme. Fine. Okay, now come to the next. Here lactonase enzyme is used. Fine, please, if you want to learn about HMB, do write it. Whenever anybody explain, do write it by your hand with the pen. It will help you to understand the same. Okay, just write down. Fine. Next is the when 6 phosphogluconate is converted to ribulose 5 phosphate. Okay. Next is non-oxidative phase. This is a non-oxidative phase. Fine. Ribulose that is already synthesized in the oxidative phase. Now it goes to the non-oxidative stage of pentose phosphate pathway. Fine. Okay. Firstly, epimerase enzyme will act on this ribulose 5 phosphate and it convert ribulose into xylulose 5 phosphate. Fine. And with the help of isomerase enzyme, it is converted to ribose 5 phosphate. This is C5, अगर आपको याद होगा C5 है ना, ये भी C5 है और ये भी C5 है। अब मैं आपको एक ट्रिक बताती हूँ इसको लर्न करने का। ठीक है, 5 क्या हो गए, 10 हो गए ना। अब क्या है, जो ट्रांसकीटोलेज एंजाइम है वो जो राइबोज को किस में कन्वर्ट कर देता है, ट्रांसकीटोलोज से। आपको आई थिंक नेम से क्लियर हुआ है कि ये ट्रांसफर कर रहा है। ठीक है, अब देखो ये क्या कर रहा है, ट्रांसकीटोलेज एंजाइम है वो क्या कर रहा है, राइबोज को उसने किस में कन्वर्ट कर दिया। आप इसको ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, ऐसे और ऐसे। राइबोज इज कन्वर्टेड टू pseudohaptulose 7 phosphate. It contains C7. And glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, it contains C3. Transketolase. Keto mean there is a double bond O. Fine. Okay, again trans-aldolase enzyme is act on it. Aldolase mean here aldehyde group is present. With the help of trans-aldolase enzyme, glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate is converted to erythose 4 phosphate, and pseudo 7 haptulose is converted to fructose 6 phosphate. आप सीधा भी लिख सकते हो जैसे मैंने लिखा हुआ है, ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो, इट्स योर विश। And this erythrose 4 phosphate, it is converted to glyceraldehyde and fructose with the help of transketolase enzyme again. और इसमें अब कौन सा हेल्प कर रहा है साथ में, दिस इज C5 and erythose is C4. Now you can see it's all about the game of the mathematics. This is C6 and this is a C3. Fine, simple है ना, simple है. देखो रिबुलोस क्या है, वो C5 है. हमने उसको किस में कन्वर्ट किया, लाइक हमने नहीं किया, इट इज कन्वर्टेड इनसाइड अ बॉडी. फाइन, मैं नहीं कुछ कर रही, ये बॉडी में अपने आप हो रहा है. रिबुलोस 5 फॉस्फेट है, वो किस में कन्वर्ट हुआ, जेलुलोज 5 फॉस्फेट में, विद द हेल्प ऑफ एपिमेरेज एंजाइम. On the other hand, with the help of isomerase enzyme, ribulose, it is converted to ribose. जो ribulose है वो C5 है, ribose and cellulose both are C5. अब C5 C5 है, अब उनका प्ले है. जो C5 C5 है, दोनों क्या कन्वर्ट हो रहे हैं ट्रांसकीटोलेज एंजाइम में, किसमें कन्वर्ट हो रहे हैं, सीटोहैप्टुलेज 7 फॉस्फेट एंड ग्लिसरडीनेट 3 फॉस्फेट. ठीक है, उसमें कन्वर्ट होके फिर ट्रांस एडोलेज एंजाइम यूज हो रहा है, इरिथ्रोज 4 फॉस्फेट बन रहा है और फ्रक्टोज 6 फॉस्फेट बन रहा है. हमें पता है इरिथ्रोज 4 फॉस्फेट मीन C4 एंड फ्रक्टोज 6 फॉस्फेट मीन C6. in total again it is 10, or you can say that it's the game of 10. Right, non-oxidative phase and the non-oxidative series of reaction, they are the game of the C10. सिंपल है ना, मुश्किल तो कुछ नहीं है. रीड करो एक बार, अगर फिर ना समझ आए प्लीज डू कमेंट इन द कमेंट बॉक्स. आई वुड लाइक टू डिस्क्राइब दैट इन डिटेल अगेन, like this is all about the detail. We'll or we like I can plan a live session on the same. Fine, but what I can do for you. Okay, now do not panic, you need know all the reaction in detail. Stay tuned to my channel and stay here, fine, for the upcoming lecture videos. And if you feel any topic is quite tough, do mention in the comment box. Okay, first is an oxidative phase, or you can click the photograph of this. This is very helpful to you. आप इसकी एक फोटो क्लिक कर लो. आपको अगर आप क्लिक कर लोगे, एंजाइम लर्न कर लोगे ना, तो वो पाथवे बनाना बहुत इजी है. ठीक है, नहीं तो मैं आपको नोटबुक पे बता के फोकस कर देती हूँ कैमरा उस पे, इफ यू वांट. ठीक है, इसमें क्या है, ग्लूकोज 6 फॉस्फेट है, वो कन्वर्ट हो रहा है 6 phosphoglucanolactone and NADPH and H positive with the help of dehydration enzyme. Again, with the help of lactonase enzyme, phosphogluconolactone is converted to phosphogluconate. Then, with the help of 6 phosphoglucanolactone dehydration enzyme, phosphogluconate is converted to ribulose 5 phosphate. Fine, this is all to the oxidative phase. Now come to the non-oxidative phase. In the non-oxidative phase, firstly, ribulose 5 phosphate is converted to ribose phosphate with the help of isomerase enzyme. यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, आप इसको नोट डाउन कर लो कि that is helpful to you to learn the same. ठीक है, उसके बाद राइबोज 5 फॉस्फेट है, वो सेलुलोज 5 फॉस्फेट में कन्वर्ट हुआ विद द हेल्प ऑफ पेंटोज. उसके बाद क्या है, जो जेल, आप ऐसे भी कर लो या जैसे मैंने क्रॉस करके बताया था, क्योंकि इन शॉर्ट ये दोनों मिलके, ये देखो ये दोनों C5 है, आपको याद करने के लिए है. ये भी C5 है और ये भी C5. ठीक है, एक है 7 और एक है 3. फिर 7 3 दोनों मिलके क्या बनाएंगे, 6 4. फिर दोबारा फिर 5 4 मिलके क्या बनाएंगे, 6 3. ट्रांसएल्डोलेज, ट्रांसकीटोलेज, फॉस्फोपेंटोज, एपिमेरेज, फॉस्फोपेंटोज, आइसोमेरेज. फाइन, दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द नॉन-ऑक्सीडेटिव फेज. Fine, this is all about pentose phosphate pathway. In the end, fructose 6 phosphate is formed, glyceride 3 phosphate is formed. This is all about like this is the same that is mentioned in your book. Please, you can check the book. The same which I have explained, the same is given in the book also. Before the regulation, we will discuss the general characteristic of the cycle. Okay. The pathway starts with the glucose 6 phosphate and no ATP is directly utilized or produced in HMP. It is a unique multifunction pathway. Several interconvertible substances produced, which may proceed in different directions in metabolic reactions. Mainly HMP shunt is located or it is operated in the cytosol because all the enzymes they are acted on this HMP shunt, they are located or they are present in the cytosol only. Liver, adipose tissue, adrenal gland, lactating mammary gland, they are highly active in HMP shunt. Most of the tissue are involved in the biosynthesis of fatty acid and steroid, which are dependent on the supply of NADPH. Okay. ये वही है जो मैंने आपको बताया कि ऑक्सीडेटिव फेस है. अगर आपको मुझे नहीं लगता कि देयर इज नीड टू राइट द लाइक दिस डिस्क्रिप्शन, यू कैन एक्सप्लेन इन द साइकिल. Now we come to the regulation. You know what do you mean by regulation? For example, if tap is running, fine, we need a less amount of water or we do not need a water, we close it, fine. After a few hours we need water, again we open the tap. That is all about the regulation, fine. Glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase is a regulating enzyme. NADP is a potent competitive inhibitor of enzyme. Usually the ratio NADPH and NADP positive is high, so enzyme is inhibited. But with increased demand for NADPH, the ratio decrease and enzyme activity is stimulated. अब क्या है, अगर कह रहे कि इसकी जो रेशियो है वो हाई होती है, हाई इसलिए होती है तब वो एंजाइम को इनहिबिट कर देती है. ठीक है, it's all about the regulation of pentophosphate. The reaction of non-oxidative portion of pentophosphate, they are readily reversible. Reversible mean आपको पता है रिवर्सिबल क्या है? They can be reversed at any state. The concentration of the product and reactant can shift depending on the metabolic needs of a particular cell or the tissue. प्रोडक्ट और रिएक्टेंट की कंसंट्रेशन उसी पे डिपेंड करती है जितनी हमारी मेटाबॉलिक नीड है. अगर तो हमारी नीड कम है तो कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट और रिएक्टेंट में कम होगी, अगर हमारी नीड ज्यादा है तो वो ज्यादा. फाइन, दिस इज द सेम. नो, it is a sorry, it's up to this only. This is all about the 2D session. And if you really like to watch my videos and if you find this video quite useful to you, please do subscribe my channel and don't forget to like and share the video and do refer the same video to your friends also to spread the knowledge. And happy learning. God bless you. If you have any kind of query, please do mention in my comment box. Happy learning. Stay blessed. Thank you.